All right, good morning, everybody. I don't know what her issue is. She is just very cuddly all of a sudden this morning. But welcome to my channel. My name is Kata. Welcome to Kata B Fitness. Welcome to today's workout. Today we're going to be doing lower body and functional core, and I might be using my cat as my weights for today. But we're going to do 4 circuits, 3 exercises per circuit. And we're going to do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, and 2 rounds. So we're going to intersperse some lower body exercises. I want you to take an opportunity to try to go a little bit heavier if you can, and heavy for you is different than heavy for me. If you're new to working out or if you have injuries, it's perfectly fine to do body weight for a lot of these exercises. And then we're going to do functional core. So we'll incorporate just a little bit of upper body, but we're going to work on single-sided loading on squats to work our core. And then we're also going to be working on things like holding a dumbbell at your shoulder or overhead and just doing a nice good march, focusing on bracing. Today's workout is all standing, so there is no floor work today. So go ahead and grab your dumbbells, grab something to drink, and carve out a little space for your workout area. I'm going to try to put the cat down, and then we will go ahead and get started with our workout for this morning. You got to be down today, honey. I'm sorry. She has different days and different mornings, and sometimes she wants attention and sometimes she doesn't. It's hit and miss, and apparently today she really wants attention. So my only hope is that she doesn't stand on the keyboard. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with some nice good shoulder rolls. So we are gonna incorporate our shoulders just a little bit of upper body. Good, 8, 7. Here's 4, 3. All right, right foot, we're gonna rock it toe and heel, toe and heel. So lift, lift. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna switch it over to the other foot. So lift and lift. So today for our warm up, we're gonna do a couple exercises that if you need to hold on to a wall just for a little stability, or have your hand on a countertop. 2. All right, right leg. We're just gonna swing it front to back. And this is one of the ones where if you need to hold on to something, this is a good way to start. We're waking up those hips. We're starting to brace the core and just swing it front to back. 4, 3, good. Switch it to the other side. Swing it front to back. Make sure you know what is around you so you don't accidentally kick anything. 4, 3, 2, feet hip to shoulder width apart, slow deadlift. Hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. So rotate the pelvis over that top joint. So you just want to rotate it over the head of your femur. It's just a little rotation. Hinge, hinge, lift, lift. So think about all the stuff you have to pick up off of the floor. And lift, hinge, lift. We're going to go a little faster here. So hinge it forward, stand up nice and tall. We're doing movement practice here. So we work on the movement with no weights before we start to incorporate weights. 2. All right, bring it in. We're gonna take our hands to a wall, or we're just gonna stand nice and tall. We're gonna take our leg out and we're gonna add a little swing across the body. Now you can just do little swings, or if you can, maybe you can make those swings a little bit bigger. It just depends on your hips and how they're feeling today. Good, 2. And switch it to the other side. So out and in. I have my hands on the wall. I'm just taking my feet maybe a foot or 2 away from the wall. We're just trying to get a nice good lift. Here's 4, 3, 2. Bring it into the center. Feet hip to shoulder width apart. And again, we're going to just go for slow squats. So take it down, 2, up, 2. And as we do our squats, think about planting your feet. So your feet are forming kind of a tripod, kind of a triangle. We have our weight in our heels, but we're also in contact with the ground, ball of the foot, and then underneath your pinky toe. Your knee is tracking over your second toe. We want to think hips back, then sit, then bring it back up. Hips back, sit, and stand. Good, couple more. One more. Let's take our legs wider. Now we're gonna turn our toes out a little bit towards the corner. We're gonna stay a little bit more upright. These are our sumo squats, so drop it down. So down, 2, up, 2, down, and up. So we're still pushing the hips back. We're still trying to sit. We're gonna be getting a little bit more of a stretch of the inner thighs here. Now, if you notice that your toes are out, but your knees are coming in, I want you to turn the toes in a little bit. And then I want you to really think about pressing those knees out, using those outer thigh muscles. So we have a couple more. Down, down, up, up. Let's bring the feet in, side step, nice good press. Reach and pull. Starting to wake up those inner and outer thighs a little bit more. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna tap it out to the side, step tap. We're gonna swing the arms across the body. 4, 3, 2. All right, side lunge right here. Keep the legs wide. Just a nice good side to side. Sit your hips back towards your heels. You are going to hinge forward. Your knees are going to move towards your toes, but we still want to think about sitting the hips back, like we're going to sit into a chair that's on either side of us. Here's 4, 3, 2. Bring it into the center, hands on the thighs, cat-cow. Inhale up, exhale, belly button in. So in and out. So lift the chest, gentle arch, pull the belly in. Good, bring it all the way up, feet together, circle the arm back. Let's bring it back around to the front, same side. Circle it up and back, bring it back around. Up and back. Back around, one more. Good, switching arms, up and around. Now it's okay if your circle is not as high and it's a little bit lower. It's just something that we work on. We're still just warming up. Good, lift. Bring the hands lightly behind the ears, march and march. This is one of our exercises. We're gonna tuck our ribs in, just stack them right over our hips, brace our core, little belly button reach. 4, 3, hamstring curls right here, reach. The little tricep, press it back, scrape the mud off the bottom of your shoe. Good, 4, 3, 2, bring it in the center, curtsy lunge, curtsy, back into the center, switch sides, curtsy, back into the center, curtsy, center. Again, this is one of our exercises. We're gonna do 4 more nice and slow. It's okay if your cross is not super big. It's okay if your curtsy is a little bit smaller. 2 more. 1 more. Good, let's bring it in the center. Big breath in right here. Exhale, 1 more. Big breath in. All right, let's bring it down. Shake it out, grab a quick drink of water. I am finally warm enough that I can get my fan turned on. So we're gonna start first circuit, a little bit of a wider stance. This is our sumo. We're gonna go down, half, down, and up. So down, half, down, and up. Second exercise, feet hip to shoulder width, brace the core, grab those weights, nice basic deadlift. Third exercise, heel lift, up and down, with or without weights, holding on if you need to. Really focusing on rolling through the ball of the foot, not rotating out to your pinkies. So let's go ahead and grab a dumbbell or 2. And remember, if you're still kind of new to working out, there's nothing wrong with starting with body weight and then progressing as you're able to. Focus on technique, stabilizing quality over quantity, then add weights. 1.5 sumo squats in 3, 2, and 1. So just nice and tall. Take the legs out. We're going to go down, half, down, and lift. Down, half, down, and lift. So good squat, push through, and then come nice and tall. It's okay if your squat is here, okay? Everybody's a little bit different. You do what you're able to do. Down, half, down, and lift. Belly's in, we're bracing our core. We have 10 seconds, and we're gonna go for deadlifts. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a shakeout. I'm gonna grab a second dumbbell, and we really wanna think, brace the core. So that means we just do a little tail feather tuck, pull the ribs down and in, stabilize, 2, and 1. So shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge the hips back, and then a nice good squeeze. Hinge and squeeze. This should all be hamstrings and glutes. I have nice, good, stable base of support. Down and lift. Dumbbells right down your legs. So really think you can almost run your hands straight down your legs, all the way to your ankle, and then come back up again. 15 seconds, and we're gonna go for heel lifts. If you wanna grab weights, great. But if you wanna just focus on stabilizing and work on good mobility in that big toe, go for it. 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, shake it out. No dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. Feet hip width apart. We're going to roll through the ball of the foot and the big toe. Now I know some of you may have bunions. Good lift. Some of you may struggle with this one a little bit. I do just a little because my right ankle is the one that I roll. So if you've got one ankle that always likes to roll, for me it's my right. So it's a little bit tighter, moves a little differently. But just nice good heel lifts and take it down. We just want to try not to lift up and then go out and lift the inside arch of our foot. I want you to try your best to roll through the big toe and the ball of the foot, keeping those ankles pulled in, lift, and lower. Good, we've got 5 seconds, and we're gonna go through those exercises again. Here's 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, change weights if you need to. We're gonna go back for our sumo squats. So 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, completely up to you. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So same thing, little tail feather tuck, press it out, bring it back in. So out and in. I like to do goblet style, which means that my dumbbell is up by my chest. It helps me stay upright. So if I feel like my dumbbell is trying to pull me over and go forwards, it lets me know that I'm hinging a little bit more than I want to. Drop down, nice good lift. Good, 15 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, here's 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. We're gonna go for those deadlifts. So think about finding that good body position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders down. So crack a walnut underneath your ribs. Hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. So as we hinge forwards, there's no movement in our spine. So sometimes we go forwards and we start to push the buns back, but we keep that chest up. So you can see I'm arching my back. Or sometimes we're here, and then especially when we get to a sticking point, we start to round the upper spine just to get closer to the floor. You don't have to. Just go until you feel that nice good stretch, glutes and hamstrings. Hinge it, and then stand. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Decide if you want to use dumbbells or if you want to stick with body weight. Hold on if you need to. This is all about balance, a little bit of control. Strengthen the feet and the ankles. 2 and 1. So lift it up, take it back down. Lift and down. Lift and down. And I still have to hold on to something sometimes, or I have to look at something that's not moving. It's going to kind of help your balance, but slow and steady. Lift up, hold, and you're good. So lift, hold, and down. Good, 10 seconds. Then we're going to move on to our next circuit. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, walk around. Grab a quick drink if you need it. Give those hands a break. This is also going to be working on our grip strength, especially if you're going a little heavier today. All right, circuit number 2, walking lunges. If you don't have space to walk, you can just do regular forward or reverse lunges. You're going to alternate, and then we're going to do a single leg weighted march. And then we're going to switch sides. So this is where we start getting into functional core and working our hip flexors. So walking lunges, decide if you want to do that or if you just want to do regular lunges. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So good 45 seconds. So I get like four steps. So I'm going to step, drop. I can tap in the middle, step, drop, and step, drop. So I really don't have a lot of space, but this is still a good one to do if you can. Walk, walk, and walk. Bring it up. So just nice good steps. Walk it forwards, and then turn, and walk it back. Good, we've got about 5 more seconds. Here's 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna do a single-sided load, single-side lift, weighted march. Now you can have your dumbbell here, you can have your dumbbell here, or I like to have my dumbbell here. Personal preference. Here we go. So we're just gonna lift, and tap, lift, ribs tucked, pull it in. If you're struggling, if your arm is here, it's gonna be really hard for you, okay? I know not everybody's shoulders are able to go overhead, but we wanna try to get a good locked out shoulder blade position, or drop it down here, still locking in that shoulder. Lift and lift. So we have our bellies braced, and we're trying not to put the foot down on the ground. So we're standing nice and tall right here. Push that floor away. Lift your hips, hip flexors, core stability. 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, switching it over to the other side. Same thing. So we're still getting legs. We're getting isometric strength on that standing leg. We're getting hip flexors here. 2, and 1. So stand nice and tall, lift, and tap. Lift, and tap. So the trick is to not lean when you do your lift. And even if your arm is overhead, we don't want to lean to the side and feel like we're going to fall over. So pick your position, stack, lift it up. Barely tap it down. You don't have to lock out the elbow, but I want you to try to get a nice, set, stable position for your shoulders, even if that means that your dumbbell is down here. It's not resting on my shoulder, but my shoulder is set. Shoulder blades are good. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're going back for our walking lunges, or just regular lunges is okay too. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just step and drop. And if you want to make it harder, don't pause in the middle. Just go right into your next step. So it's a little bit more of a balance challenge that way. Step and drop, step and drop, step and drop. That's how we're going to strengthen our core. This is what we talk about with functional core, is it's not just crunches. It's really trying to think about the things that we do throughout our day. Now, we don't normally walk around carrying stuff and lunging, but sometimes we step and maybe something's a little heavier. We go down to the floor and we've got to come back up again. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. You take that step, you've got to be able to catch yourself before you slam your knee down to the floor. So let's get ready for that single side load, weighted march. Here we go. So we're standing nice and tall. Lock it in, lift and tap, lift and tap. If you want to have arm out, that's okay, but again, we want to try not to lean right here. We want to try to stay as tall as we can. Try to keep it parallel to the floor. It's not going to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Lift and tap. Remember, dumbbell up, dumbbell shoulder, dumbbell down towards the floor by your hips. This is a more advanced progression. Regress if needed, especially if you've got issues with your shoulders. I can tell mine, you can see mine's getting tired. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in, shake it out. I don't know if you could see my arm was wobbling a little bit. My arm was getting tired. I was losing a little bit of stability. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good lift and tap. Lift and tap. You may notice that one side does better than the other. One side is more stable. One side can last longer. Just let you know which side tends to be stronger and which one tends to be a little bit weaker. If you start getting really wavy, then you drop it down to the next set. So good lift, ribs pulled in. We're bracing, stabilizing that spine. These are your muscles around your core are the guide wires that support your spine. You can see I'm starting to get a little wobbly again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring it in, set it down, walk around, grab a quick drink of water. Moving on, circuit number 3. This set, we're gonna do a heels elevated squat. I'm gonna use dumbbells. My dumbbells are hex, which means that I am able to put my heels on them without them rolling away. If your dumbbells are round, then I want you to just roll up your mat so that it's just a little bit elevated, so your heels are a little bit up. So you don't have to do on dumbbells. If you're not comfortable with it, you are more than welcome to just do regular squats as well. You do not have to do heels elevated, but if you can, roll up your mat, even if it's only 1 inch or 2 inches, you're good to go. I don't expect you to be wearing 4-inch stilettos and doing squats, but heels are supported. My feet are on the floor, so it's kind of like wearing heels, a little bit more knees here. Keep that in mind. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, no dumbbells. We're gonna squat it down, and then we're gonna come up. And again, this is a little bit more knee, so keep that in mind. If you need to do regular squats, or if you need to do chair stands, that's okay too. We wanna strengthen these legs. Think about all the times we have to sit down, stand up, pick something up off of the floor. I don't care how old or young you are. We have to be able to do things like getting up and down off the floor and in and out of a chair. So the more we practice it now and make it hard during the workout, the easier it should be during our daily life. Here's 2 and 1. All right. Curtsy lunge, side lunge. Curtsy lunge, side lunge. I did not set up well for this. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm doing left leg. Curtsy lunge, bring it in, step it out, side lunge. Okay, you can pause in the middle. Curtsy, pause, side lunge, pause. It's okay if your curtsy is little and your side lunge is little. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different goal. Today, I'm just trying to be nice to my knee. I can be great for weeks, and then I'll do something, usually sleeping funny, and that knee kind of starts to act up. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little shake out. Same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Remember, we're getting core work here even without going down to the floor. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Good. So curtsy, pause, side lunge, and pause. Curtsy, pause, side lunge, pause. You don't have to pause. You can add a knee, especially if you're doing body weight, or if you wanted to make it harder and challenge your core and your balance a little bit more right here. Good. 15 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, shake it out. Heels up squat. I'm just gonna take my dumbbells into the back. Grab your dumbbells. Here's 2 and 1. Time's on. So don't wait for me. Don't wait for me. Feet hip width. I'm gonna squat it down and bring it up. And remember, if your squat is here, that's okay. You wanna go until you feel a little stretch in your knee. You don't wanna feel pain, for sure. Little bit of pressure, little bit of pressure, that's it. I'm able to do this, my knees, 90% of the time, are fine. Good squat and good lift. This is more quads. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Going for curtsy lunge, side lunge. Decide what you want to do for weights if you're using them at all. 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. We've got our curtsy, our tap, our side lunge, and our tap. Curtsy, tap, side, and tap. Good. Option. Curtsy knee, side lunge, push hard, knee, hold it. Curtsy, lift, side, lift. That lift, core stability right here. 10 seconds. I'm feeling it now. First 2 circuits were okay. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. First couple circuits were okay. I'm starting to feel it a little bit more now. Big muscles, big movements. 2, and 1. So curtsy, pause, side lunge, and pause. Good. Got 30 seconds left, which means third of the way done. Option, add that knee. Curtsy, lift the knee. Side lunge, lift and hold. 15 seconds. Make sure we're breathing. That's another one. Especially on side lunges, I kind of hold my breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink. All right, last circuit. We're gonna do round 1 right, round 2 left. So we're gonna load our squat right side only, so we're not leaning. It can be down, it can be here. Then we're gonna do lunge, rotation, And then we're gonna do a farmer's carry. If you wanna do single side farmer's carry, great. If you wanna do both arms, that's okay too. We're gonna pick up a dumbbell. You're gonna notice this more the heavier the weight is. But we're gonna just load up one side. We're gonna squat in 3, 2, and 1. So feet hip to shoulder width. Now this is the tricky part. We're gonna squat. We're gonna keep our torso level. What happens here? We do this. Yeah? We don't wanna do that. We wanna try to keep it nice and level. You're working the obliques. Over here, they're pulling you up and having to work harder, but we don't wanna squat down and shift our weight into that side, and that's kind of exaggerated, but we wanna keep our weight fairly even across our feet. One side, pulling a little bit harder. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, lunge with rotation. This leg is gonna stay in front. I'm just gonna step it back or forward and rotate. Little reach. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbell is at my hip. Down, rotate, center, and lift. And again, I'm doing all one side. This is a kind of a finisher, but I want you to think, step it back, drop the back knee towards the floor, shoulders over hips, rotate. Lower body is locked in, frozen in ice, no hip rotation, rotate and center. If you don't want to rotate, just do your lunge or lunge and add a press out. So lunge, press, bring it in. That's your core. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Farmer's carry. 1 dumbbell or 2. I'm gonna do 2. We're just gonna walk forwards and backwards. Give yourself space. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders down and back. Walk yourself forwards. Walk yourself backwards right here. Walking backwards is actually good for your knees. If you feel safe doing it, you can do this on a treadmill, and you basically take your treadmill to the lowest, slowest position that is available. You hold on to those handrails. You're walking backwards on the treadmill. It's good for rehabbing your knee. But you go slow. We're not doing 5 miles an hour here, or 10. Slow, slow. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single-sided, loaded squat. So same rule applies. Feet shoulder width to hip width apart. We're pulling shoulder down and back, but again, we don't want to lean. That's the tricky part. Right here, here we go. We're gonna squat it down and we're gonna lift. So squat it down and lift. And you might notice that on one side, you really want to lean. Like you squat and all of a sudden you're here. Try not to. That's where you stop. Squat it down, lift, lower lift. Good, good. We have 2 more exercises after this and then we're done and we're stretching. So a good just 40, 45 minute workout today. 10 seconds. And this is one, the heavier the dumbbell, the more you're gonna notice this. 2 and 1. All right, lunge with rotation. Remember, our legs are big muscles, so they can usually lift a little heavier than our arms. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to step it back, rotate, and in. So we're getting a little inner thigh work here because we're stabilizing by not letting those hips rotate. It's okay if your rotation is down, little turn, and come back up. You can turn, I can get to the side, my mobility is okay. But don't feel you have to, just aim corner and then come back up. No rotation option here, press and in. The farther away that dumbbell gets from your torso, the more your core is going to be engaged. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Farmer carry. Last exercise for today. So give yourself a little bit of space. Remember, shoulders down and back. Pull the ribs down and in. Little tail feather tuck right here. Walk it forwards and then walk it back. And I can tell my legs aren't burning, but I can definitely tell that I'm getting fatigued. So I'm a little bit more wobbly. And that's usually when stuff happens, right? It's when you're tired. You've been doing a lot of extra walking. You went for an extra run this week. You did an extra workout this week. When you're tired is when we need to be more careful, or we just need to decide, I need to take a break. That's okay. We've got 10 seconds left. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around. Dumbbells down. So walk around, grab a drink. Heart rate and breathing are going to be coming down a little bit. So we're just going to take it side to side. Roll the shoulders. A little bit of a cool down. So I don't feel my heart rate and my breathing are super elevated, but I can definitely tell my legs are starting to get a little tired. And I want to make sure that I'm getting the blood back up to my heart. So let's just roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders back, roll. You can do singles, you can do doubles, just nice, good circles. Let's take the legs nice and wide. We're just going to go nice and gentle side lunges here. Head is above your heart. Chest is lifted and open, but ribs are tucked, bracing the core. Good. Let's take it all the way over to the right and hold. And if you need to, have your hands on a countertop, have your hands on a chair. We just want to get a nice, good inner thigh stretch here. This leg is straight. I'm trying to keep my toes pointing forwards. Bring it in, take it over to the other side. Inner thigh stretch right here. Hands on the thighs, hands on a counter. Again, just make sure we're not rounding. We're still trying to stay nice and tall. Bring it in the center, cat-cow again. Inhale and exhale. So find a breathing rhythm that works for you. We're just trying to get heart rate and breathing a little bit lower. Again, head stays above the heart. This is all pelvis. A little bit of low back. If you don't want to arch and round, belly breathe. That's a neutral spine. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, pull the belly in, tighten up. Good, roll it all the way back up. We're going to carefully walk it in. Right heel down, toe is up. We're just going to do a nice good hinge, and we're going to hold it here today. So push the hips back like we're doing a little bit of a deadlift. Reach it down. This is another one. I don't want your head dropping down towards your thigh. I want you to hinge it back, and I want you to add a reach. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, bring it all the way up. We're going to stand nice and tall, ankle circle. Change direction. Let's bring it in. We're going to take that leg back now. We're going to have our heel up to start with. Drop it down and up, down and up, down and up. So hip stays nice and neutral. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, let's take that back heel down. All 10 toes are pointing forwards. Knee is straight to start with. Good, keep the heel down. Now we're gonna press that back knee forwards over your toes. Feel the stretch lower down in your calf. Bring it up, lift your heel. Option 1, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, drop that back knee down towards the floor, stretching the front of the hip. Option 2, grab the top of your ankle, open the thigh back behind you. So we don't wanna have the leg like way out to the side, and we don't wanna have it way in front. We just want to try to open the thigh back behind you. Squeeze your glutes. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Take that foot down. We're going to take our other foot out in front now. Heel down, toe up, hinge it forwards, and we're going to hold it right here. So hand on the thigh, chest is open. So good hamstring stretch. Good, bring it up, standing nice and tall. We're gonna lift that leg, circle our ankle. Change direction. Good, let's go ahead and take this one back. We're gonna take our heel down, lunge position, heel down and up right here, down and lift, down and lift. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that back heel down. All 10 toes are pointing forwards. Knee is straight, stretching that calf muscle. Back heel stays down. Press that back knee forwards right here. Let's lift that back heel. Option 1, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute. Drop that back knee towards the floor, mini lunge. Option 2, we grab the top of the ankle. We pull the thigh back, and then we want to think about pulling the shoulder down and back so we're nice and tall. Squeeze the glutes. It's not about getting your heel to your bun. It's about getting your thigh back and nice and open. Nice, good long stretch here. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, bring it in, little shakeout. We're gonna take our right foot, cross it behind and over to the other side of the left foot. So we've crossed our legs. Right hip, push it out to the side. Hinge it forwards with a little turn. We're reaching for the toes of the right foot. So we have a little bit of an out and a rotation, really stretching that outer thigh and glute. 8, 7, here's 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Bigger step back, bigger cross behind. Curtsy, back heel is down if you can swing it. We're gonna reach that arm up, stretching our QL. Bring it in, shake it out, switch it over to the other side. So I just bring my right foot around, so now my left foot is behind and over to the other side. Push the hip out, little turn, hinge it forwards. Again, my head is staying above my heart. It's all about the hip. It's not about can I get to the floor. It's about can I stretch out that outer thigh. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, bring it up. We're gonna take a bigger step back, bigger cross behind. Try to get that heel down and same thing. Nice, good side bend, lift it up. So ribs go up towards the ceiling, hips drop down to the floor. Your arm is on the wall behind you. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, bring it in. Take those feet about hip width apart. We're just gonna take a couple of deep breaths in, big squat, big breath in, and out. One more time, big breath in, and out. And you are all done. So I want you to give yourself a nice good pat on the back for doing that workout with me. Remember, if you liked that workout, hit the thumbs up button. It lets me know which workouts you like, and I know that I need to do a few more of those. If you would like to join me for a live class, I teach Monday through Friday on Zoom, 8 a.m. Central, and then Wednesdays and Fridays I have a 7 a.m. class. Central Time. So if you want to join, information is in the show notes below. Otherwise, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more workouts. I try to be here every Saturday, and I've been posting replays during the week. So look for the playlists if you want to see what kind of classes we do live. As I said before, I hope you enjoyed the workout. I hope you're feeling amazing today, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again in class. So bye.